Vomino! From the 45th state. Please welcome Bert and Jeff from the Used.
Vom.
Gents, how's business?
It's good, man. Everything's been going good. We've just been playing shows and then, playing more shows and
playing some shows in between there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have some days off where we get ready to play shows. And that's pretty vomino.
Vominos, dude.
You've been touring. I mean, well, now you know the life of a touring band, but you've only been touring for what, about a year?
Yeah.
And
Year
but it
straight.
has been pretty, straight. What's that like?
Oh, we had like a week off, didn't we?
It's good, man.
It's really good.
You know, we'd rather be playing a show than not playing a show, so.
Like are you allowed to spend a lot of time in the places that you go?
Like a day? What do you mean?
Our time is
I mean, the time
fairly limited.
outside of the stage time?
Like today, we're gonna be running around doing stuff all day, but we'll probably have about 25 minutes to spend time in the city. So we'll run around like crazy, and then we'll play a show and we'll leave.
So no real chance to kind of feel the city yet?
There's a few times here and there where we get a day off in a city or something,
Are
but
there any cities that you're kind of like getting a good feeling for?
New York City.
New York City.
Town so nice I named it twice.
Last time we were here in Toronto, we got a few minutes to chill, but not too many.
What was the scene like growing up in Utah? Like, I mean, I guess you haven't had a real chance to catch scenes on tour, but the scene where you guys grew up.
A little bit. I mean, it's fairly similar to every other scene. You know, a low-key scene. It's very like
Hard to play, not many venues.
there's not very many places to play at all. There's a lot of kids that are really, really like die hard for the music, and there's a lot of kids that feel the same way that we do. Like there's no places to play, and there's nothing to do about it. You know, a lot of the people around the area are very conservative and just won't stand for rock and roll, man.
Is that true? You find that true that there's a lot of minds to change?
Yeah, totally. Because that club opens up and it'll get shut down like the next week. So
It's pretty sad.
fairly difficult.
Was it? I mean, you guys have a solid following now, but does it seem fast to you relative to other bands who've been touring for 5-10 years?
Yeah,
Definitely
Yeah,
fast. I mean,
definitely.
you could actually see how fast it was. You could see the shows start building and building, just like crazy building from the whole beginning. Our first tours were like what? The bands we'd play for?
Yeah, very first tour for like, we started touring when the record came out, and for the first couple months, up until the summertime, up until we started doing Warped Tour, it was just like 8 kids at each show, and it was awesome though, man.
But they were the kids that loved the Used.
Right.
And you still went out and rocked out with your socks out.
So, yeah, I suppose.
Is it? Do you think it's more a matter of timing, of being in the right place at the right time, or still having? Is it skill or timing?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, you gotta write good songs if you want everyone to listen to them. I mean, nobody wants to listen to crappy songs, that's for sure.
But some people are making them crappy songs.
Yeah.
To name any bands' names.
There's
There's a couple.
But for you guys, I mean, what?
I think in some points of what's gone on, we were definitely in the right place at the right time. Like hooking up with John Feldman and hooking up with some of the people that we've hooked up with has just been like perfect. How it's, I don't know. I think it was meant to happen actually.
But John didn't like you guys at first, did he?
No, he totally did.
He did?
Yeah, he totally did.
I heard he didn't. The first single that you gave him to listen to, I heard he didn't like it.
Made Memories? It's the first song we ever sent him.
I've never heard it. You know, I don't know. I've never heard that.
Okay.
So I don't know.
He said he hated us and we're horrible and we suck and vomino.
Well, he said the music. I'd read in an article that he'd said that the musically, it wasn't good enough for.
Well, they were sending him copies of their old band.
Right.
And he hated
before
that
we
'cause that
got
was horrible.
started, and he was, I think, just being honest, saying there's no real direction to the music, and this and that and the other. All this is a little bit touchy, and
your band sucks.
then we hooked up and we started sending him stuff, and he really liked the stuff that we were sending him, so he flew us out to LA and recorded a demo for us.
So do you think Bert was the missing link to what you guys were doing?
Bert was the missing link. I miss you, Bert.
I miss you
You're
too.
perfect.
Thank you.
We have a.
Bert's my buddy.
All right, let's take a look at the video. We'll come back for a couple more minutes with the user here in the Much Music environment. This is Buried and Myself Alive. They're currently on tour with Finch. We'll be back with them in a second.
Vomino!
With the use. We got a clip. We got a clip of an interview that where you came up. Where can they watch this, Bruce? One of these TVs? Because it's going to be pointless if they can't see it.
What are we doing?
Watching a
What's
clip.
the name of your boyfriend? His nickname that was bleeped out on the show.
It was like made up and it was stupid that my brother made up, but it wasn't necessary, so I had it bleeped out.
Cauliflower Dick.
No, that wasn't it.
That's what some interpreters have found. Actually, Fiona, you watched the show over and over, and what did you hear?
Sounded like cauliflower dick.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. You were kind of close, but it wasn't.
And Kelly.
Vomino.
Yeah.
Right in the ass with the stick.
Oh.
Maybe take down Bert's mic for a...
I think there's something wrong with it.
So is that the name? Because we've asked that question.
If you want to know the real name, it's...
Mike, Bert, check.
Tour. They're on...